Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix in Melbourne for what no doubt will be an intense day of racing. The Melbourne circuit is certainly one that needs to be taken seriously. Its combination of slippery surfaces and difficult corners make it a tricky track when it comes to overtakes. Drivers find it hard to pass and will need to take full advantage of those DRS zones if they want to have any hope of breaking through. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn one. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are three main things to worry about there, Crofty: positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Sergio Perez and Norris, Hamilton, Ricciardo, Gasly and Guan Yu Zhou, Tsunoda, the Rainmaster, George Russell and Giovinazzi, Stroll, Latifi, Valtteri Bottas and Esteban Ocon, Mick Schumacher and Nikita Mazepin. And now it's time to head down to the track.
You're in the top 10. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap. Release, release. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. It looks like the fault has been fixed. of fuel remaining. This is your final lap of the race. Gap ahead is 6.7 seconds. Race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
That's a spectacular victory then, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win. Let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. That lead at the top of the table has shrunk somewhat today. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
I have to give it to the Rainmaster. Look at where they finished compared to where they started. It's not easy to cut through the field like that in Formula 1, so it was a great effort.
And it's another title in the bag for Red Bull. After a long and hard-fought season, they built an astonishing car this year, and the glory they'll be taking back to Milton Keynes is fully deserved. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. It's been...
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. How do you feel after your teammates' victory? Are you happy for them, or do you wish it were you? How do you feel seeing your teammate up on the podium? Appreciate your time.